So astrology used to be, like this big thing until like the 20th century where it was kind of watered down to just the sun sign, and which is quite popular today and what everyone knows as, the horoscopes. And this was because that was the time that the papers and the columns were just becoming popular right around, the World War. And the space or for astrology was usually quite small, and they had to kind of shrink down and water down things, and that's where horoscopes came about. So it's just to be able to get something out there to the people, but there wasn't enough space to actually put everything, so they had to pick. It was kind of like, let's pick which one are we gonna pick out of everything. And they went with the sun sign, and that's the birth of horoscopes. But if you definitely want to understand who you are, you want to understand events around you, the things you do, the things you like, the things you're not conscious about as well, how you are in relation to like the world, how you present yourself, how you are in relation to finances, how you are in relation to your home life, your relationship life, your health, your work, your daily routines, your passions in life as well. You need to see your whole birth chart for sure, and that would help you understand better. For example, if you are Taurus, Taurus is from April 22nd, I think, till the 21st of May. If you are a Taurus sun, automatically people just assume you are gonna be grounded, you're gonna like luxury, you're gonna like the comforts of life, you're gonna be, you love good food, you've got good taste, you're gonna be responsible, disciplined, and all of that. But it would be different. Every Taurus sun is gonna be different based on the house that their sun is. So every day, the sun spends a certain amount of time in a particular space in the sky. So if you're born at 2 a.m. on the 25th of April, and someone else is born at 5 a.m. or say maybe 10 a.m., on that same day, you're not going to have your sun in the same house. So even though you're both Tauruses, the flavor or the way you are going to shine that Taurus sun, it's going to be different. So say, for example, you've got your sun in the first house, and the first house is like close to sunrise, where it's still quite dark. It's before sunrise. So a sun in the first house is someone whose Taurus nature, because we're talking about Taurus, for example, is whose Taurus properties would be very much seen by the outside world. So that groundedness, that responsible nature, that groundedness, that earth, because Taurus is also an earth sign. So that connection to the earth, that what else is about Taurus, to be honest, God? That comfort, that aesthetically pleasing. Taurus is also ruled by Venus, which is the planet of wealth, luxury, money, desires, passion, and all of that. So you're gonna have all that Venusian quality right on your outer self. You're gonna like aesthetics. You're gonna love luxury. You're gonna love the comforts of life, comforts of the earth, and people are gonna see that, right? And if your Taurus sun is in the second house, for example, that would be diverted towards like material gains, because the second house rules material gains, rules wealth, your values, properties, possession, income, and all of that. So if you've got your Taurus sun in the second house, that's where you're gonna shine. If you've got that Taurus sun in the third house rules communication, third house rules relationship with siblings, and your surrounding, your immediate community, not extended community. We're talking about like neighbors, your neighborhood, your local market, your community association, or your community center, short errands. Your sun is going to be very active and powerful in that hemisphere of life. If it's in the fourth house, that would be your home, your roots, your ancestry, your mother, your connection to your mother, And then if it's in the fifth house, that would be also quite, vibrant as well, because that fifth house rules like joy, creativity, your passion, your artistic talent, it also rules industries like the stock market, and Taurus as well rules the banks, investments. So put that in the fifth house and you know what you're gonna get. In the sixth house, you're gonna be talking about catering to your Taurus sun is gonna be focused towards your daily routines, your health. You would be way more grounded, and more practical in relation to matters of routines, your physical health, and stuff like that. And if you've got that sun in the seventh house rules like marriage. The seventh house, that is like the house of marriage, partnerships, contracts, business contract, everything that's got to do with like other people. So the first house rules yourself, and then your seventh house rules other people. So definitely, if you've got Taurus sun, you're going to be attracting people with those Taurus qualities, the people who like luxury, people who like comforts, people who like, people who've got like high taste, people who are grounded, who are like responsible and stuff like that. If you've got your Taurus sun in the eighth house, that is going to be catering to is like other people's finances, like big corporations, for example. You're going to get lots of gains, and it would be easier for you to achieve things through that house. And what the eighth house caters to, the eighth house caters to a whole lot of things that would have to do a video dissecting each of these houses one by one for sure. And then the ninth house rules like distant travel, while the third house is ruling like short distance travels. The ninth house caters to like overseas kind of travel, like abroad, going abroad, doing like way lasting things. The third house caters to like writing and speaking and communications, and the ninth house would be leaking to like more like I wouldn't say once in a lifetime, but kind of like not daily writing, like publishing a book, for example. If you've got your sun in the ninth house, definitely you should be a writer. You should be an author of some kind, just teaching people. And as well, yeah, the ninth house is all about philosophy as well. And it's all about teaching higher learning, basically, like PhD kind of learning. It's like it caters to things like that. People with sun in the ninth house definitely love learning, and like they love higher learning. They just love to expand. It's a huge house. It's ruled by Jupiter. Sun in the 10th house means you're going to shine with your career. 10th house rules career, your legacy. Your 10th house is where, if you've got your sun in the 10th house, it means you were born at a time where the sun was at the highest point it was going to be for that day. So wherever the sun is at the highest point each day is the 10th house. So definitely you were born when the sun was the brightest during the day. That would usually be around midday or so. If you're born around that time, that's where you're going to shine. The 11th house is the house of friendship, is the house of hopes, wishes, dreams, and all of that. So you're going to be shining around us. The 11th house also rules like groups, associations, your relationship with your older siblings. And if you've got your sun there, you're going to be shining in that area of life. And then the 12th house as well, because we've got 12 houses in astrology, right? And the 12th house, far away places. It's your bedroom. It's what you do when no one else is watching, just solitary stuff. It rules the hospitals, it rules prisons, jail. Yeah. So sun in the 12th house definitely would be giving someone who's got like sharp psychic abilities as well. Moon in the 12th house as well, definitely would be a very psychic person. But yeah, also you have to look at the sign of that house. But yeah, so you can't just put everything into a box until you've seen a person's birth chart. So humans are quite deep. I hope you've been able to learn a thing or two from this video. And if you do like it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, leave a comment, and let me know what your sun sign is and what house it is.